Welcome back. So for today's video, I decided that I wanted to do a 50 facts about me. I feel like I kind of just started with my YouTube channel and didn't really introduce myself and explain a little bit of things about me. So I thought I would make this video just to give you guys a little gist of the kind of person I am, of who I am, what I like, what I hate, what I'm scared of. My name is Nicole Cajamarca. Nobody's ever known how to pronounce or spell my last name. I'm used to, whenever saying my name, I'd always be like Nicole C-A-J-A-M and like having to just like spell it out for people, and then at the end being like Cajamarca. And they're like, oh, okay. Or sometimes I say my last name and go Nicole Cajamarca and they're like, can you spell that? And I'm like, C-A-J-A-M and I have to like spell it out for them. I actually hate my name. I feel like I express this a lot. Like, just don't like it. I don't like the way it sounds. I like the way it's spelled. I like the way it looks, like my name Nicole. I think it's nice. I just hate the way it sounds. It's Nicole. And did you hear it? Like, I hate it. I hate the way it sounds. I hate the way everybody says it. I feel like Elizabeth sometimes says it correctly. Or not correctly, but like, just in a way that I don't want to vomit. She just says like, Nicole, or whatever, and I still hate it. I would rather people not call me anything. Don't call me my name. I don't want to hear it. If you're gonna call me in person or anything like that, just use Nikki, or just don't call me anything. I'm 19 and my birthday is June 12th. I don't really know about astrology. I did have to Google it. I am a Leo rising. Don't know what that means. I'm a Pisces moon, or a moon Pisces. I have no idea. My sun is Gemini. I am bisexual. I live in downtown Toronto with my girlfriend and our little puppy Reese. I am Spanish. I don't speak Spanish.
Shame.
I am unfortunately very short. I kind of went on with the idea for a little bit that I was 5 foot exactly, and I would like just take that. Like, I get that I'm short, but I'm not below 5 foot. And then I went to the doctor and I like full on got confirmed that I was 4'11", so I didn't reach the 5 foot mark, but it's fine. So my favorite color is pink. But Elizabeth sent me a TikTok of this guy talking about that color pink and saying it makes people feel like 30% weaker or something like that. I was very offended by this because I love this pink. So growing up, I always knew what I wanted to do. I always decided on wanting to be a hairstylist. I kind of just like knew that I loved hair. So with that, I am an apprentice hairstylist right now. I'm working towards my license. Also with that, I want to start my own at-home salon. Hopefully in the near future when everything gets a little better. I sleep with socks on. I love Chinese food and seafood. Oh my god, I could eat Chinese food and seafood all the time. I'm saying them both because they're both like my favorite kind of food and they go so well together. They're just amazing. They're my favorite. Oh my god. I hate fried chicken. I feel like this is so controversial for some reason. I started realizing that it was controversial when I was in high school, and whenever I would say that, whenever people would offer it to me, I'd be like, no thanks, like I don't like fried chicken, I just don't like it. People like would get so offended and they're like,
what the heck, what's wrong with you? Like, fried chicken is everything.
And I'm like, it's not everything. I don't like really oily things, and fried chicken obviously is fried very, like a lot. I had braces growing up for 1.5 years, I think, and I actually enjoyed it. I don't know why this fact wasn't first. This is something I tell a lot of people. I probably have like done this to you, but I am so blind. I can see clearly, like this far. I always do this to people. I'm always like, I can just see up to here. Like, that's all I can see. I am lactose intolerant, but I also just don't care. I have a phobia about rodents. It's like rats, mice, guinea pigs, I'm sorry, hamsters, oh god. Squirrels don't really bother me. I don't like seeing them. I don't, oh god. And like not even pictures of them, like they really like every time, like movies like with them, like video games, like anything. I'm not really much of like an ice cream eater. I'm more of like a popsicle eater. I love popsicles. Popsicles, oh my god. We can't have popsicles in this house. We just can't buy them because if we buy them I would literally eat the whole thing. Another like guilty pleasure or something is hot dog stands. I love them. They're always so good. They make them so well. Oh my god, the bread is always so good. It's such a vibe. You're out in the summer when it's like nighttime now, it's sun setting, like you have a hot dog at a hot dog stand. Amazing, beautiful. But I love pickles. I get them extra on things that I can't get them extra on. I spill everything. It's so sad. I even spill with straws. Like, I want to say that I need a straw. Like, I spill with straws too. It's not good. It happens like at least once a day. I'm drinking water out of my cup, right? I don't like go crazy. I'm not like drinking water, chugging water down. I just like take a sip of water. And then like out of nowhere, I take a sip and it's like, and it like spills. And I'm like, great. Growing up, I did dye my hair a lot. With dyeing my hair a bunch, yes, I did have red hair for a few years. My now girlfriend, then friend, she called me redhead for a few years because she liked me. Aww. Speaking about my hair, growing up my hair was like stick straight, and then eventually my hair started like waving a little bit and then getting more wavy, and now my hair's a big curly mess. Also, dimples run in my family, and growing up I never had dimples. I would smile and it would just be cheek and I would have this like this, and now like I've slowly started to get dimples, kind of, not really. I don't really get it. I've never known somebody who grew up without dimples and then eventually got dimples. Also, I talked about this in my what I got for Christmas video, but I love rings. I always have loved rings. I always have a lot of rings too. I feel like it's weird now saying it, but like growing up I had people ask me all the time why I wore so many rings. But people were like really curious, and people always asked me. It was like a big question. And also people would ask me if they could try them on. I also sang. My first few videos are performances of me singing. I play a little bit of piano and guitar, and right now during quarantine I've been trying to learn how to play the ukulele. This is another one of my like guilty pleasures, but I like, people watch like pimple popping videos. I have found a fascination with back cracking videos. It's so weird saying, but like I love it. Like I love the sound of it. I love getting my back cracked. It satisfies me so much. I just wanted to like also add in like a few things that I say weird, or a few things that I've noticed that I say weird. I'm like embarrassed to say what I say wrong because I've been roasted by my girlfriend about how incorrect I say this and how upset she is by the way I say things. So I say Calgary, always known as Calgary. Elizabeth told me that it's Calgary. I'm so convinced that it's Calgary, and I just like, it's weird saying Calgary. This next one is kind of random. I say bag. I know it's like bag, but I say bag. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. We recently got our puppy a new toy. It's a little dragon. I realized the other day that it's dragon, and I say dragon. I also used to say sorry whenever I would apologize and everything like that. I think I was watching a video and this person was very prominently saying sorry, and now I just say sorry. And Elizabeth and I, just before like filming this, we had this whole argument about sorry, because she's like, it's sorry, it's not sorry. And I was like, no, it's sorry, like it's supposed to be sorry, and we're saying sorry. I was like trying to tell her that I think that sorry is like an American pronunciation of it, and sorry is probably Canadian. It sounds very Canadian. Is that weird? Like, do people say sorry? So for these next ones, I feel like I have an excuse. I'm a big fan of Dan and Phil. If you didn't know, Dan and Phil are these British YouTubers. I watched them a lot growing up. They obviously have an accent and they say like a bunch of things differently than the way we say it, from being Canadian or American or whatever. So they have their own like pronunciation of things. I remember like catching on to this word because of them. Mostly like was introduced to it because of them, and they say it like pastel. I know now that it's like pastel, but I'm so used to saying pastel, and I just like say pastel. I'll be like pastel pink, pastel blue. I don't say pastel pink, pastel blue. I don't know, it's like odd for me now. And the other one, Elizabeth, I also had an argument about this, was jaguar. We had this argument because they say jaguar for jaguar. Also, Elizabeth told me that it's not jaguar, it's jaguar. I was telling her that like I say jaguar, and she's like, no, it's not jaguar, what's wrong with you? She had this whole thing about like something's wrong with you, like why do you say jaguar? She was so upset by the way I pronounced things. She's like, it's not jaguar, it's jaguar. And I was like, that's not jaguar? Like I was like telling her that like I know that it's not jaguar because that's like the way they say it, I guess, but is it jaguar? And she's like, it's not jaguar. And apparently jaguar is wrong too, when she was telling me it was giving her flashbacks of Calgary. Those are a few things that I pronounce incorrectly. I'm sorry if they bother you. They bothered my girlfriend a lot. So I love long car rides. I love just like sitting in the car looking at the scenery, just like staring out the window. I could be in the car quietly for hours. I hate reading. I cannot read. I also am that reader that like reads the whole page and then like just like has like lost it throughout the whole thing, and it's like been daydreaming. So I have to go back and read the page again and again and again and again, and like people next to me are like on page 40 and I'm on page 2 still. I just like can't focus and can't read. Like I just get so bored so easily with things like that. I hate being ignored and having to repeat myself. Very forgetful. I feel like this is also a thing that like I left like back in school. Now I just like I've completely lost all my memory. It's crazy. Especially when I have to remember something, like somebody's like, I need you to like get me this, and like it's this order exactly, and I'm like listening, and I'm like trying to remember what they need because I know they need it, and I literally have to come back and be like, what did you say? Like I completely lost what you just said. So I've never been like confirmed to have anxiety or anything, but I do have a few things that make me feel very anxious. The first one happens to be things slowed down, I guess. So like if a song is slowed down in slow motion, that freaks me out. It's not because it sounds scary or that it feels like a horror movie or anything. It's not that. It's not that I'm scared of the song. It's not that it creeps me out. It's more so that like it makes me anxious because of how slow it's going, I guess. I have no idea how to explain this. Be like, ah, and it goes, ah. Like that whole like like slow motion thing freaks me out so much. I literally like, I'm like, ugh, like I hate it so much. And another thing that kind of goes along with that is like, my example for it would be like if you're deleting like a text message off your phone and you delete each letter, so you're like, it's like going one by one. I hate that. And then when you delete all of them, it goes like all of that. I don't know, it freaks me out. It's kind of weird. I have to like turn off the volume on my phone. It makes me like very stressed out. I don't know why, it's just so random. It just like really bothers me. Next one makes me sound like a little bit of a wimp or a little bit of a scaredy cat, but I feel like I don't like putting myself into dangerous situations. I know it sounds pretty like obvious. I don't like doing things that I'm scared of or like that I think will end badly or know will end badly, like I have a feeling of it. I feel like it's just an excuse for like an accident to happen, I feel. So like driving, I'm too scared to drive, I don't want to die. Going on a skateboard, Elizabeth like full on skateboard, too scared to do that. I feel like you're not like in control of it. Really freaks me out. I could never do that. My favorite like scent and flavor and like aesthetic and color is peach and mango. I'm more into savory foods unless it's the time of the month. I love salt. Salt and vinegar chips. They're my favorite. Oh my god. Another weird thing about me, another weird like phobia kind of thing is I hate veins. Oh my god, I'm thinking about it. I don't like it. I hate when people like turn their hand upside down and like their wrist is showing. Like, that freaks me out. I hate getting my blood drawn because of it. It's like the rat thing. Like, it's very like a thing for me. I just hate it so much. I cannot deal with it. And I also, luckily enough, never broken a bone or never had surgery. Another weird thing is I hate touching like sauces. Something like thicker, like yogurt. When I open my little yogurt container, I need to like grab it by the little flap that it comes up. I need to like pull it. I can't touch the whole excess yogurt that's on the top of the lid. And I can't like touch the yogurt on the rim. Like when you like scoop it and it goes on the rim a little bit. I cannot touch it. Can't touch like ketchup. Miley Stewart like rubbing ketchup all over her hands is like a nightmare to me. Disgusting! Another fun one is that I believe that I have met my soulmate. I believe that Elizabeth and I are soulmates and meant to be for the rest of our lives. Aww. I guess adding on to my weird like slow motion phobia kind of thing is I hate countdowns. I hate when people out loud count down. They make me anxious. They make me feel like I have to rush, but they also make me anxious because they're going slow. Like, I don't know. I'm just like weird like that. I just hate countdowns. My favorite restaurant is The Keg. I love The Keg. We love The Keg. Oh my god. It is perfect. It is amazing. I'm always like just like making little songs about everything I'm doing or things I have to do, things I don't want to do, like, and just all the time around the house. And sometimes Elizabeth joins in and it's really cute. I am weirdly and strangely afraid of hot things. I don't want to get burnt, obviously, because a dangerous situation. I don't want to get myself in getting burnt. Hot tea, like I need to wait like half an hour for it to be like cold for me to drink it, or for it to be like really like warm / cold for me to drink it. Coffee's the same. Like I can't have like a really hot thing. My favorite person from One Direction was and is Louis Tomlinson. Another random / sad fact was that I was almost Shawn Mendes' neighbor. Like neighbor as in like same building, neighbor as in like one floor Oasis, like neighbor as in like literally so close. But now we are unfortunately not in the same building as him, but we are very close. We are actually across the street from him. Even though I knew that I wanted to be a hairstylist and that I was obsessed with hair, the whole thing, I also have always wanted to do YouTube. I wanted to act. I wanted to be an actor growing up a little bit too. I just like, I can't act. Elizabeth in high school had a few projects where she needed like a few little actors and I just like couldn't. It was so funny. We had so many like bad takes of me just like laughing the whole time, me just like not being able to do it. So that's it for my 50 facts about me video. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight of me, if you think we can get along, if you think we won't get along. So I hope you like this video and subscribe for new videos every Monday. And with that, I'll see you next Monday. Bye!